All right, welcome to Parks 24. If you don't know how Parks is played, I would go watch Parks 15 or the first like 4 or 5 Parks videos that I put in this playlist. And let's just get into it. So, this can't be a tree. It would make light blue impossible. This can't be a tree. It would make yellow impossible. Um, this and this cannot, these two cannot be trees or else they would make dark blue impossible. These cannot be trees because it would force a double on dark blue, which would break these two greens and force a broken quad here. A lot of interesting shapes on this one. Uh, can't be one here because it would break pink. Can't be one here, it would break light blue. Can't be one here. Actually, I lied. That is a possibility. Can't be one here because it would force a double on these squares, which would break pink. There can't be one here because it would force a quadrant here, a quad. And in the same vein, can't be one there as well for the same reason. This cannot be one because it would break pink. Let me check something real quick. I don't think that breaks anything. Oh, but it does force this. I think we're good, actually. Let's not mess with that. Oh, can't be a tree here because it would break green. Same thing for that. Duh. Probably should have seen that ages ago. Oh, nope. That's not necessarily true. Man. Oh, we know that this can't be a double. If there's a tree here, it would force a tree to be here, which is a double. So neither of these squares can be trees because they can't block the bottom because it would force a double, and we can't do that with the green. So that's a pretty good find. Oh, and check this out. One green is up here, one green is down here, one blue is up here, one blue's down here, which means that these are clear. They have to be. Because if there were a tree there, it would be impossible. And you know what? That actually might help us a lot. Yeah, it does, right here. If this were a tree, gray would be impossible, so we can't have that. I feel like there's something with the yellow and gray on top right, but I just can't figure it out yet. But soon I'll be able to, hopefully. Oh, here's something. This can't be a tree, and the reason why is because if it were, we need a double on the grays somewhere, and it would block out these. And so there would be one spot left. And I think since there has to be a double in the grays, these actually are blocked. So there's that. Nice. That's not a bad find. We can't have one here or the light blue would be impossible. In fact, there is no way to put two trees in here, so one of them must go here. That's a good find. Here's something. Ah, no, it's so close. Almost. Never mind. I was gonna say if this were a tree, these would get blocked and we would need a double, but there's the spot right here. So that does not work. Oh, there can't be one. Nope, never mind. That would work. I really do think this is the solution. There's a tree right here. I do believe that that's the solution. I can't prove it yet, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think the tree is in any of these spots. I found something. Finally, after all this time, I finally found something. This cannot be one, a tree, because it would block all this. This would become a double, which would force green to become a double here, which would make pink impossible. So we cannot have a tree here. That took me a long time to find that. Oh, you know what? Actually, we don't. Wait, we do know that. If this is a double, this is forced to become a double. And what that does is it blocks out all of this for gray, which makes gray impossible. So this can't be a double. Because of that, we know one tree exists in here and one tree exists in here. And if that's true, then these two squares will never be trees. And that forces the tree here. But we don't know if it alternates or not, but we do know this. And there we go. That's all I got. We know there's a tree up here. I just don't know which direction it goes. I don't know. Don't know if it's on left or right. Okay. Well, there can't be a tree here because it would make yellow impossible. And there also can't be a tree here. It would make yellow impossible. This necessitates a double. And this necessitates that yellow is like this. And also necessitates this. There can't be a double in here. There can't be two trees in this row, so one of them must go here, which necessitates this. These two are now done. Because there's a tree in here somewhere, this is not a tree. This is the tree. And that makes sense. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. This can't be a tree, it would break pink. Uh, these are blocked by these two trees, which means that this is one of the solutions here. The only way for this to work is if a tree's down here. And that's it. Okay, we solved it. I'm getting tired of these ads that keep popping up, but we solved it, and that was a good solution.